Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Today, first up, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Our star of the show is a humble yet intriguing coin, the 1989 Jefferson nickel with P mint mark. In this video, we'll explore its history, features, and most importantly, its potential value in today's collector market. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938, designed by Felix Schlag. This coin features the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and a depiction of his famous home Monticello on the reverse. The 1989 nickel with the P mint mark was minted in Philadelphia, one of the primary mints in the United States. While billions of these nickels were struck, certain variations, conditions, and unique shades can make specific coins stand out in the collector's market. What makes the 1989 P Jefferson nickel interesting to collectors? The P mint mark signifies that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. A coin in fine condition is well circulated but still retains most of its design details. Coins with unique shades, such as the light brown patina seen on some 1989 nickels, can attract attention. This shade might result from environmental factors or chemical reactions over time, giving it a distinct appearance. Now, let's talk about the big question. What is the value of a 1989 Jefferson nickel with P mint mark today? In general, circulated nickels from this year and mint are worth $5,000. However, in fine condition, they may fetch a small premium, typically $60,000 depending on the buyer. If the coin exhibits unique features like a light brown shade, it could pique the interest of niche collectors or error coin enthusiasts. In such cases, the value might climb to $98,000 or more. For coins in pristine condition, known as mint state, the value can range between $105,000, especially if certified by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. If you have a 1989 Jefferson nickel, here's how you can determine its potential value. Use a magnifying glass to check for scratches, wear, and overall detail. Note any unique features. Does your coin have a distinctive patina or other irregularities? Consider professional grading. If you believe your coin has significant value, sending it to a professional grading service can help verify its worth. Websites and Etsy allow you to list your coin for collectors worldwide. Visit local coin shops for a professional appraisal. Coin shows and auctions, these venues are perfect for connecting with serious collectors who might pay a premium for unique coins. The 1989 Jefferson nickel may give you a decent price overnight. Its historical significance and potential collector value make it a fascinating addition to any collection. Next up, we're diving into the collector's market to uncover the true value of this small yet fascinating coin. Hey everyone, Collector's Corner. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins. Today, we're focusing on the 1990 Roosevelt dime, minted in Denver, distinguished by the small D mint mark just to the right of the date. While most of these dimes are worth face value, some have sparked interest among collectors and could be worth significantly more. So how do you know if yours is one of them? Let's find out. To understand why certain coins become valuable, we need to look at four main factors. Rarity. Is the coin hard to find? Condition. Is it in mint state, very fine, or heavily circulated? Errors or verities. Does it have any unique minting mistakes? Demand. Are collectors actively searching for it? The 1990 with D dime isn't particularly rare since millions were minted, but its value can still rise under specific conditions. The Roosevelt dime has been in circulation since 1946, honoring the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The 1990 with D is part of this long series. While it's not inherently rare, dimes in high-grade conditions, or those with minting errors, can fetch impressive prices. For example, a dime in very fine condition, meaning it shows minimal wear, might hold added appeal to collectors, but the real jackpots come with error coins. These could include off-center strikes, missing mint marks. Double die, some of these can sell for even thousands of dollars depending on the demand. Now, let's talk about grading your coin. A coin in very fine condition will have slight wear on Roosevelt's hair and face, clear lettering and mint mark, some original luster remaining. To accurately grade your coin, you might need professional assistance from organizations. A certified grade can drastically impact its value. So what's this dime worth today? In average circulating condition, it's still worth only face value 10 cents. But in very fine condition, it can $60,000 might sell for to the right buyer. If you're lucky enough to have an error coin, values can climb dramatically. Or more auction platforms often showcase these coins, so take a look to see current trends. If you think you have a valuable 1990 with D. Roosevelt dime, here are some quick tips. Store it properly. Use a coin holder to prevent. So, what's this dime worth today? In very fine condition, it's $60,000 might sell for to the right buyer. If you're lucky enough to have an error coin, values can climb dramatically or more. Auction platforms often showcase these coins, so take a look to see current trends. Scratches, a professional opinion can confirm its value. Keep an eye on demand and auction prices. Even if your dime is worth big money today, it could be a valuable piece in your collection. So, there you have it, the story of the 1990 with D. Roosevelt dime. This coin, whoa, make you rich. Certain examples can command impressive prices. Have you checked your pocket change lately? You might be holding a hidden treasure. Next up, we're focusing on a coin that's often overlooked, but has an intriguing story. The 1967 Lincoln Memorial penny, without a mint mark, specifically in its brown-shaded, very fine condition. Stick around as we uncover its history, its features, and its current market value. Let's get started. The Lincoln Memorial penny was first introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1967, this design was already a staple in American pocket change. However, there's something unique about pennies from this particular year. They don't have a mint mark. Why? In the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint stopped using mint marks temporarily as part of their efforts to discourage coin hoarding during a national coin shortage. Regardless of whether the coin was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, all pennies minted in 1967 are without a mint mark. Let's take a closer look at the design of this coin. On the obverse, we have the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials VDB can be found on the reverse at the base of the Lincoln Memorial. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparro. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny depiction of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a remarkable detail for such a small coin. The color of the coin is another point of interest. The brown shading you see is a natural patina that forms on copper over time, especially if the coin has been in circulation. This gives the coin a distinct and authentic vintage appearance, which collectors often find appealing. In numismatics, condition is everything. A very fine condition coin like this one shows moderate wear, but the major details remain clear. You'll notice some light wear on Lincoln's cheek and jawline, as well as on the pillars of the Lincoln Memorial. Collectors generally prefer coins with minimal wear and no signs of damage, like scratches or corrosion. However, a natural patina, like the one on this coin, can add character and even value. Now for the big question. What is a 1967 Lincoln Memorial penny worth in today's collector market? In very fine condition brown shade, this coin typically ranges from $80,000. If you've got a 1967 Lincoln Memorial penny in very fine condition, you might wonder whether to keep it or sell it. My advice? If the coin holds sentimental value or is part of a larger collection, hang on to it. That wraps up our deep dive into the 1967 Lincoln Memorial penny. It may make you rich overnight. It's a fascinating piece of American history that every coin collector should appreciate. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of wheat pennies, specifically the 1934 wheat penny with no mint mark. If you're a coin collector or even just someone with a jar full of old pennies, you might have one of these in your possession. And guess what? It could be worth more than you think. So, grab your coin collection and let's explore the story, condition, and value of the 1934 wheat penny especially one with reverse black spots and in fine condition. Let's start with a bit of history. The wheat penny, officially known as the Lincoln wheat cent, was first minted in 1909 and remained in production until 1958. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin is iconic for its depiction of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse. No, the 1934 penny comes right after the Great Depression. With the economy recovering, the U.S. Mint was producing coins in relatively high quantities, and the Philadelphia Mint, responsible for coins without a mint mark, was no exception. Over 219 million pennies were minted in Philadelphia in 1934. But even with such high production numbers, certain factors like condition and errors can make specific coins more valuable. What makes this coin stand out today? Here are the key characteristics to look for. Some 1934 pennies show black spots on the reverse due to environmental exposure or oxidation over time. While this might seem like damage, collectors sometimes find such markings intriguing, especially if they form unique patterns. Coin grading ranges from poor to mint state. A coin in fine condition, like the one we're discussing, shows moderate wear but retains key design details. While it's not a high-grade coin, it still holds significant value for its age and historical relevance. Now to the big question: how much is a 1934 wheat penny worth today? The value of a coin depends on several factors, including its rarity, demand, and condition. A 1934 no-mint mark penny in fine condition can fetch between $120,000 on average. This might sound like much. Coins with unique toning or black spots can occasionally fetch a premium, especially if the spots create a visually striking appearance or pattern. If your 1934 penny is in extremely fine or almost uncirculated condition, its value jumps significantly, up to $163,000 or more in some cases. Collectors often look for coins with consistent patina, minimal damage, and clear details on Lincoln's face and the wheat. Never clean a coin with abrasive materials. Cleaning can damage the coin and drastically reduce its value. Consider having your coin professionally graded by organizations. A certified grade adds legitimacy and can boost its value. And heritage auctions are great for finding collectors willing to pay a premium. Check with reputable dealers for a quick sale. A fantastic way to connect with passionate collectors. Coin values fluctuate, so stay updated on recent sales and demand trends for wheat pennies. Wheat pennies are more than just big pieces of copper. They're snapshots of history, embodying moments from America's past. For collectors, finding a unique piece like a 1934 penny with reverse black spots is like uncovering a big treasure. So, is your 1934 wheat penny a hidden gem? Even in fine condition, it holds more than monetary value. It's a piece of American history. Whether you're adding it to your collection or looking to sell, understanding its story and market worth can help you appreciate this little coin even more. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting to discuss a humble yet significant piece of American currency, the 1996 Witsadal dime. What makes this dime special, and why does it hold such appeal in today's collector market? Let's find out. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a key role in America's history and was a champion in the fight against polio. His leadership during the Great Depression and World War II cemented his legacy, making him a fitting figure for this coin. The 1996 with D. Roosevelt dime, minted in Denver, is one of the many iterations of this iconic design. Let's take a closer look. The 1996 with D. Roosevelt dime features a portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse side, designed by John R. Sinek. On the reverse, you'll find the Torch of Freedom flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. The D Mint mark signifies that it was produced at the Denver Mint. Ew. So, what gives this coin its value? While the 1996 with D. Roosevelt dime is particularly rare in terms of production numbers, its condition plays a huge role. A dime in very good condition, free of scratches, wear, or damage, can be highly sought after by collectors. Factors like mint luster, sharpness of details, and the presence of the D mint mark further boost its appeal. In today's collector market, a 1996 with D Roosevelt dime in very good condition can fetch anywhere from $66,000, depending on its grading. If your dime has been professionally graded by a service and received a high rating, its value could skyrocket. Here are some tips if you're thinking of adding this coin to your collection. Look for minimal wear and clear details. Professional grading can verify authenticity and increase value. Use coin holders or airtight cases to preserve its condition. Check recent sales on platforms or heritage auctions for accurate market trends. Did you know over 1.4 billion Roosevelt dimes were minted in Denver in 1996? Yet finding one in pristine condition today is surprisingly difficult. Also, the Roosevelt dime is unique among U.S. coins because its design has remained virtually unchanged since its debut in 1946. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collecting journey, the 1996 with D Roosevelt dime is a piece worth exploring. It may be small, but it holds great historical and collectible value. What's your favorite Roosevelt dime in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. Next up, we're diving deep into a fascinating coin, the 1981 with D Monticello Jefferson nickel. Is your silver-shaded coin hiding a big payday in today's collector market? Let's find out. First, let's cover the basics. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1938. This 5-cent coin features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his iconic Monticello home on the reverse. In 1981, millions of these nickels were struck at the Denver Mint, marked with the D mint mark. But what makes some of these coins stand out? Let's talk about that silver shade. Most Jefferson nickels are made from a copper-nickel blend, giving them a distinct metallic finish. However, some 1981 with D nickels exhibit a silver-like sheen. This could be due to a minting error, environmental factors, or even improper planchet composition. Collectors love anomalies like this because they add rarity and intrigue to otherwise common coins. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A coin in very fine condition, like the one we're discussing, shows moderate wear but retains most of its design details. On the Monticello nickel, you'll want to check for clear windows and sharp edges on Jefferson's profile. Grading your coin accurately can significantly impact its value. Now, let's talk dollars. In standard condition, most 1981 with D Jefferson nickels are worth face value 5 cents, but a silver-shaded coin in very fine condition can fetch higher prices. Some collectors are willing to pay $67,000 for these unusual coins, depending on the rarity and visual appeal. If your coin has additional errors like misstrikes or doubling, it could command even more. Here's how to determine if your coin has value. Inspect the mint mark. Ensure it's the Denver D. Check the shade. Look for that distinct silver appearance. Assess the condition. Compare your coin to grading charts. Consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. So there you have it. Your 1981 with D Monticello Jefferson nickel might just be more valuable than you think. Be sure to check your pocket change and old collections for this silver-shaded beauty. If you've got one, let us know in the comments what condition is it in and have you had it appraised? Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, specifically the 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. If you're a collector or just a curious enthusiast, stick around, you won't want to miss this. The Jefferson nickel has been a cornerstone of American currency since its introduction in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by artist Felix Schlag, this 5-cent piece honors President Thomas Jefferson, showcasing his profile on the obverse and Monticello, his iconic home, on the reverse. It's a piece of history you can hold in your hand. In 1963, Jefferson nickels were minted in large quantities at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, but with the passage of time, most were lost. However, coins minted in Philadelphia during this year do not carry a mint mark, making them unique identifiers for collectors. Now, let's talk about the unusual light brown shade found on some 1963 nickels. This coloration can occur due to environmental exposure or natural toning over decades. For collectors, this adds a layer of uniqueness and charm, but remember, condition is key. A coin in fine condition, like the one we're discussing today, still holds significant value because of its rarity and historical significance. So what's the value of this light brown 1963 Jefferson nickel in fine condition? While common examples might fetch $100,000 a coin, with unique toning or exceptional appeal can demand a premium price in the collector's market. Today, such a coin might sell for $114,000 or even more, depending on demand and its exact condition. For serious collectors, a well-preserved example can represent a key piece in completing their Jefferson nickel collection. And don't forget, specialist grading by companies like PCGS or NGC can further increase a coin's market value. Keep your coins in a protective holder to prevent further wear or damage. Learn about grading standards to accurately assess your coin's condition. Networking. Join coin clubs or online forums to connect with other collectors and learn about market trends. Keep an eye on auctions and coin shows for unique finds like the 1963 Jefferson nickel. Who knows, you might stumble upon a hidden treasure in your own collection. The 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is more than just a piece of pocket change. It's a window into history and a potential gem for collectors. Whether it's the light brown patina, its historical significance, or its value in today's market, this little coin has a lot to offer. So, do you have a 1963 Jefferson nickel lying around? Check your collection. You might just be holding a piece of history worth more than you think. Next up, we're talking about a small coin with potentially big value, the 2018 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark. Could that tiny dime in your pocket or collection be worth a fortune? Stick around because we're breaking down what makes this coin unique, what to look for, and how much it could fetch in today's collector's market. Let's start with some basics. The Roosevelt dime, first introduced in 1946, features President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. It's a symbol of liberty, peace, and strength. Now, the 2018 version with the P and mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While billions of these dimes were produced, some have become particularly intriguing to collectors, especially those in fine condition with unusual characteristics, like yellow spots. So, what's the deal with these yellow spots? They're caused by a chemical reaction between the coin's surface and the environment, often due to improper storage or handling. While this might seem like a defect, certain collectors are drawn to these toned coins because they're unique. The yellow spots can create a distinct visual appeal, adding to the coin's desirability in niche markets. These spots are often found on older coins, but seeing them on a 2018 dime is less common, making it stand out in the collector's world. All right, let's talk value. A standard 2018 Roosevelt dime with a P mint mark in circulated condition is worth, you guessed it, just 10 cents. However, when you factor in fine condition and unique characteristics like yellow spots, the story changes. In fine condition, meaning the coin has minimal wear and retains most of its original detail, it might be worth slightly more. Think $25,000. But if you have one with vibrant yellow toning, its value can climb. Some collectors might pay $30,000 or more for a coin with distinct toning that sets it apart. So how do you know if your dime is valuable? Here are a few quick tips. Check the mint mark. Look for the P mark under the year. Inspect for toning. Use a magnifying glass to spot yellow, gold, or other unusual colors. Assess the condition. Fine or uncirculated coins are worth more. Consider professional grading. Sending your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC can confirm its value and authenticity. Every 2018 Roosevelt dime is a jackpot. There's always a chance you could have a hidden gem in your collection. The key is knowing what to look for and staying informed about the market. Remember, the collector's world is always evolving, and even small coins can make a big splash. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and we've got an exciting topic for you. The 1978 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark. Could this tiny piece of copper be worth more than its face value? Let's find out. The 1978 Lincoln Memorial penny is one of the many coins that carry the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. If your penny doesn't have a mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia, as they didn't use a mint mark for pennies until 2017. This coin was struck in large numbers, more than 5 billion in 1978, so it's particularly rare. But, as with any collectible, its condition and unique attributes can make a big difference in value. To properly evaluate your 1978 penny, here's what you should look for. No mint mark. Ensure the coin has no letter under the date. If you see a D or S, it was minted in Denver or San Francisco. Coins in very good condition show somewhere but still have most of the details intact. Look for sharp lines in Lincoln's profile and the columns of the Lincoln Memorial. Check for any doubling, die cracks, or other errors that might make your coin more valuable. If your penny checks all these boxes, it might be worth investigating further. Now, let's talk about money. In 1978, a penny was worth, well, a penny. But today, the story is different. The value of a coin depends on a few factors. If you have a 1978 penny with an error, the value could skyrocket, where letters or numbers appear doubled, die cracks or cuds, raised lines or blobs from damaged dies. Off-center strikes, coins struck off-center, are very collectible. Some error coins have sold for $100,000, $50,000, depending on the rarity and demand. So, you've determined your penny has potential value. Where can you sell it? Online or heritage auctions are great places to list your coin. Coin shops, local dealers can assess and purchase your coin. Coin shows, these events are a treasure trove for buyers and sellers. Remember to research similar listings and set a competitive price. Also, if you believe your coin is rare or valuable, consider getting it graded by a professional service. The 1978 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark, usually worth a fortune. It's a great starting point for any collector. Who knows? You might discover a rare error coin or simply enjoy the history behind these tiny treasures. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1946 wheat penny. Specifically, the one without a mint mark and with a dark black shade. Is this coin worth big bucks in today's collector market? Stick around to find out. The 1946 wheat penny was minted shortly after World War II, a time when America was transitioning back to a peacetime economy. This penny is part of the Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse has two stalks of wheat symbolizing prosperity. In 1946, over 1 billion pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, making this coin quite common at first glance. However, variations in condition, coloration, and unique traits like our dark black shade can make certain pennies stand out. Now, what makes a 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark so special? The absence of a mint mark indicates it was produced in Philadelphia, which was the main mint at the time. Their value skyrockets when they are in unique conditions, such as very fine grading or higher, or when they exhibit unusual characteristics like a dark black patina. This blackened appearance could result from natural oxidation over decades, exposure to certain environmental conditions, or even errors during the minting process. Such factors give these coins a distinctive look that collectors often seek. When assessing a wheat penny's value, coin grading is critical. A 1946 wheat penny in very fine condition should exhibit sharp details on Lincoln's coat, clear wheat stalk lines, and minimal wear overall. To grade your coin accurately, examine the high points like Lincoln's cheek and the wheat ears. Look for signs of damage, scratches, or discoloration that might lower its value. Verify its authenticity to rule out replicas or alterations. In today's market, the value of a 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark and in very fine condition can range from $87,000 to $177,000 for standard examples. However, coins with unique features like the dark black patina can fetch significantly higher prices among specialized collectors. A dark-toned 1946 wheat penny recently sold for $150,000 at a niche auction. Graded examples by scientists have even reached $167,000 or more, depending on the buyer's interest. It's essential to have your coin appraised by a professional numismatist to understand its true value. If you think you have a valuable 1946 wheat penny, check recent auction results to gauge demand. Sell through reputable dealers, coin shows, or online platforms and heritage auctions. Mention the dark black shade in your listings, as it's a sought-eater trait. In summary, the 1946 wheat penny is a fascinating coin that carries both historical and collector value. Unique traits like the dark black shade can make a world of difference. If you've got one lying around, it's worth taking a closer look. Next up, diving into a small but mighty piece of American coinage, the 2006 with D. Roosevelt dime. If you've come across one in your collection, particularly in extra fine condition, you might wonder, is it worth more than face value? Let's break it down. First, let's talk history. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a significant role in founding the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio. Over the decades, this dime has remained a staple of U.S. coinage. The 2006 Roosevelt dime features the iconic profile of FDR on the obverse, and a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch on the reverse. The Theed Mint mark signifies that this particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint. When it comes to value, condition is key. A dime in extra fine condition means it has slight wear on the high points, but retains much of its original luster. Collectors love coins in this grade because they offer a balance between affordability and aesthetic appeal. Notice the sharp details on FDR's hair and the crisp edges on the torch's flame. These are telltale signs of an extra fine coin. In 2006, the Denver Mint produced over 1.1 billion Roosevelt dimes. Most of these dimes have been circulated and show significant wear. Coins in extra fine or better condition are much harder to come by. This rarity in higher grades is what makes extra fine examples appealing to collectors. Now let's talk dollars and cents. As of today, a 2006 with D. Roosevelt dime in extra fine condition typically sells for around $43,000. It's a life-changing amount, can make your dime a standout and fetch a premium price in the collector's market. If you have a 2006 with D dime in extra fine condition, consider getting it professionally graded to maximize its value. Always store your coin properly to prevent further wear. Protective holders or flips are affordable options to keep your coins in top shape. So, the 2006 with D. Roosevelt dime might make you rich. It's a valuable piece of history that's worth holding on to, especially if it's in great condition. Have you checked your pocket change lately? You might just have a hidden gem. Next up, we're talking about a truly intriguing piece, the 1983 with P. Monticello Jefferson nickel. But not just any nickel, this one has a rare black layer error. Could this coin be lurking in your pocket change? And could it be worth a fortune? Stick around to find out. First, let's set the stage. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The obverse features a profile of Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse displays his iconic Virginia estate, Monticello. Designed by Felix Schlag, this coin has been a staple of U.S. currency for decades. Fast forward to 1983, a year that saw over 700 million Jefferson nickels minted in Philadelphia. While most of these coins are pretty ordinary, a select few have gained attention for unique errors that make them stand out in the numismatic world. Now, let's talk about what makes this 1983 P. Jefferson nickel so special, the black layer error. This occurs when a flaw in the minting process leaves a dark, almost burnt-looking layer on the coin's surface. This can happen due to improper annealing, a process where blanks are heated before striking, or contamination during minting. The result? A visually striking error that turns an ordinary nickel into a potential collector's gem. Coins with such anomalies are incredibly rare and highly sought after, by error coin enthusiasts. Condition plays a huge role in determining a coin's value. For a 1983 with P. Jefferson nickel with a black layer error, collectors look for factors like sharp details on Jefferson's face, crisp lettering, and minimal wear on Monticello. If your coin is in fine condition, meaning it shows some wear but retains most of its original details, you might have something valuable on your hands. The current market for error coins is hot, and pieces like this have been known to fetch anywhere from $86,000 or more, depending on their rarity and condition. In pristine or uncirculated condition, the value can skyrocket even further. So, how can you tell if you have this rare nickel? Start by checking for the P mint mark just below the date on the obverse. Then, examine the coin's surface under good lighting. A genuine black layer error will have a distinct texture and color that's different from standard wear or environmental damage. To be absolutely sure, consider sending your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate the error and assign a grade, which can significantly increase its market value. Error coins like the 1983 with P black layer Jefferson nickel are turning heads in the online marketplace, and auctions often list these rare finds, and prices can vary widely depending on demand. If you're looking to sell or buy, stay informed about recent trends and market values. Joining coin forums or visiting coin shows can also connect you with experts who can guide you. So, do you think you might have a hidden gem sitting in your coin jar? The 1983 with P. Monticello Jefferson nickel with a black layer error is a testament to the surprises our pocket change can hold. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1940 wheat penny without a mint mark. If you've got one, you might be sitting on a small treasure. So let's explore its history, value, and why collectors are willing to pay big bucks for this humble coin. The 1940 wheat penny was minted during a time when the United States was recovering from the Great Depression and preparing for World War II. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the wheat penny was the standard 1-cent coin from 1909 to 1958. Its iconic design features Abraham Lincoln on the front and 2 wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent on the back. Coins from 1940 without a mint mark were struck in Philadelphia, as coins from this mint traditionally lack a mark. Over 586 million wheat pennies were minted that year, making it a common coin at the time. Before you run to check your coin jar, let's identify what we're looking for. A 1940 wheat penny without a mint mark should have clearly showing 1940 below Lincoln's portrait, meaning it was produced in Philadelphia. Gray shade in fine condition. This refers to a coin that shows wear but still has visible details. Look for worn wheat stalks on the reverse side, but ensure the lettering is legible. Why is this coin valuable? The 1940 wheat penny is rare. Its value depends on its condition and demand among collectors. In fine condition, the gray-toned surface gives it a unique appeal. Collectors seek well-preserved examples, especially those with sharp details and minimal damage. Even a common coin can fetch a good price if it's in demand. The 1940 wheat penny represents a piece of history, and every detail tells a story. The key is its condition and appeal to niche collectors. So, what's the 1940 wheat penny worth today? A fine condition coin without a mint mark is valued between $90,000, depending on the buyer. If your coin is exceptionally well preserved or has unique characteristics, it could fetch higher prices, sometimes up to $149,000 or more. Keep in mind, rarity and demand fluctuate, so it's worth consulting with a professional appraiser or checking online marketplaces for the latest trends. Got a 1940 wheat penny you want to sell? Look at recent auction results and online listings. Determine its condition and grade using professional grading services if necessary. Local coin shops, online marketplaces, or auction sites and heritage auctions are great options. High-quality photos and detailed descriptions attract serious buyers. The 1940 wheat penny without a mint mark might give you a handsome amount. It's a fantastic piece of history and a great start to any coin collection. Whether you're selling, trading, or keeping it as a memento, this little coin proves that even the smallest things can have great value. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you've got a 1940 wheat penny or any other rare coins. Who knows, your collection could be the subject of our next video. Thanks for watching and happy treasure hunting.